What's up, guys? Welcome to my channel, and welcome to part 2 of our exploration of STAYC's new second mini album, Young Love, or younglove.com. Is it a .com? There's no .com here. I actually just noticed that. Either way, so far the album has been amazing. The title track, awesome. This is a no skip album so far, and I've been thinking about it. Like, I just finished the other video a few minutes ago, and as I was setting up for the final video of the last 2 tracks, I mentioned in the previous video that Young Love the song is my favorite STAYC song, and it is, unless one of these two just outdoes that. But I honestly have to say, I mean, we're only in February, but it's my favorite song of this year so far, and it probably will. I mean, I don't know, it's K-pop, they wow us all the time, but I can see that honestly being my favorite song of 2022, even though it's just starting, right? It just hits me that hard. It's such a good song and so up my alley. So all right, we got 2 more songs. This one is Butterfly, and I already forgot the name of the other one. I Want You Baby, I think, is the last song. So all right, 2 more tracks. Let's see how we close this album out. Lo-fi piano. Woo. That is beautiful. Okay, I gotta pause here from that last run. The synthesizers in this song, holy shit, I'm trying to figure out what they're doing, if it's just the synth that's modulated that way, or if they're using compression, but those synths are just breathing. And that real bass, it sounds like a real bass player. That sounds super, super nice. And then you put their vocals on top of it. Holy shit, this is a vibe. Let's go back a little bit. Oof, that old school R&B sound. And a guitar in there. The piano tone in this is really sick. And that bass player is going off. That is so beautiful. That was a nice chord change. Definitely jazz elements in here. Might pause here. Yeah, we're going to pause here since they gave us a little break. Okay, I just wanted to comment on the vocals. So I did mention in the previous part of this album series, I love the way they handle their voices. They don't stack them too much. There's not a lot of big harmonies going on. They let each member shine on their own. And then sometimes the other girls will be doing things in the background, right? It's really, really cool. But what I mentioned in the previous video was that they're crystal clear, right? And this one, by design, they handle it a little bit differently because of the way the synthesizers are just so part of creating that vibe. It's almost like they're blending those synths and the piano and the vocals together just to give it that nice, cozy vibe. So some things are harder to hear, right? Like you can still hear them, but they're a little bit, I don't want to say buried in the mix, but they're blended in with that instrumental, and it's all to create that vibe, and it's done very, very well. Yeah, this is super cozy. All right, let's go back. Ooh. That's very pretty. Okay, we're gonna pause here. Yeah, this is very smartly written. This is giving me like Only One Of vibes. Only One Of is one of those groups that does things like this where they just put interesting chords and interesting vibes together. So they did this in a previous song as well, STAYC did, where it was all of a sudden the bridge felt hopeful, but it didn't stay hopeful. It didn't follow that predictable route. It changed, and it did it here too. So all of a sudden that piano comes in, and the chords that they're using, it makes it feel hopeful, and then they change it. They jazz it up a little bit. Let's go back and hear this. Hope. I don't want to call it anti-hope, but it's different. And that chord. And it makes the return to this hit even harder. Yeah, this is very smartly done. Very well done. Woo! That was very high. That was very, very, very nice. Okay, we're going to pause here. Yeah, that was really nice. Love the way it was executed. Again, unlike them, the vocals were a little bit more sunk into that mix, but it was all because of the vibe. And there was definitely more going on harmony-wise. And it's all to create that particular sound. And it was really, really well executed. And that bass player was sick. They just really, really nice. Okay. All right. Next song is I Want You Baby. Actually, the last song on the album. So let's check this out. Super solid so far. No skips. Interesting filtered sound. Yeah, this is the one that stood out to me too. This is a vibe too, man. That vocal pattern is really nice. That was an interesting note change. Interesting. Is that a vocal? Is that a male vocal, or is it one of them tuned down? That's really low. I imagine it's a male vocal. No, it could be. It could be Jay. Just tuned down even more. So, a lot of times in K-pop, we hear the low voice, right? I've called it the devil voice before. It first came to me in, I think, Peekaboo. K-pop uses that voice a lot. Hip-hop uses it. I mean, it's all over the place, right? In pop music. But they just did something. I think I heard something else. So we heard the low voice, right? It could be a male voice. It could be someone like Jay or one of them in a deeper register, tuned down even further, and then filtered with an EQ. But I think I heard something else here. Let's go back. Yes, it's very subtle, and it's buried right under her. There is another deep tone, but it's not as deep as the original one I pointed out. It's right up there in that mid-range level. I'm going to be quiet this time. See if you guys can pick that out. Right underneath, there's another voice, but it's mixed very well. Then it makes it sound like it's one singular voice. A lot of times when they put that deep voice in there, it's for effect. They want you to hear that deep voice. This one they did to make her voice even more present, to add more vibe to her voice. Let's go back. It's very subtle, but it's there. That note change again. I want to pause again, but we're going to wait. Ooh. Okay, we're going to pause here. We're going to pause here because that actually is a very, it highlights what I wanted to mention. So the instrumental in this is very interesting. There are standard sounds, right? There's sounds that we've heard a million times before, right? There's some plucks in there, synthesizers of all different sorts, right? But the cool thing is the way they're used, the way they're filtered. It's almost like got a reverse delay effect, even though I don't believe there is one. But they're filtered and EQ'd to where they sound muffled, right? It's almost like you're listening through a door, right? And you're hearing sounds on the other side of the door. It's very, very interesting, and it's what's creating that vibe. And since they are mixed in that low mid range, it's allowing their brighter voices in this performance to shine and stand on top. And you put all that together with that nice 808 underneath, like it's like every spectrum of the EQ field. So from the low end, the sub bass, all the way to the highs is filled with very interesting and solid tones and signal. And it's very, very cozy. And you can hear that instrumental in the breakdown for the bridge. Let's go back. And I think there's a vocal sample back there too. Those little plucks. Super cozy. And that's it. That's the album. That was a really, really solid track. Okay, yeah, this album, no skips. It's exactly what I was hoping for. As a stan of theirs, like it's an album that shows progression, but it's not getting ahead of itself. Like it's the perfect follow-up to a vibe like Stereotype, right? Like it's not too grown up, it's not too adult, but they're getting there. Like it's you can see where they're going, and it's a very nice transition. And yeah, Young Love might be my favorite song of 2022. I have no problem saying that, even though we're in February. Okay, this was everything. I really enjoyed this, and I can't wait till the next thing. So anyway, this is all playlist. If you enjoy this content, please like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you next time. Peace.